Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across the Street Magic, wherein today, Taylor is owed a duel of honor. After all, it's just fucking shenanigans that these guys get to call themselves knights. She's totally a legit knight. How do they get to be knights? Felix is even a knight. That's not cool. So yeah, after some sass, she is owed a duel from at least one of these so-called knights. And she's gonna have her fucking duel, damn it. And, well, I mean, she could take Aiden to a fighter practice, but let's be honest, that seems suspiciously like it would end in tears. And there's really only so many places that she can go and spar someone without attracting a lot of attention or... Yeah. So she does something perhaps a little impulsive, and while she may not live with her folks anymore, they're still in the city. They're not that far out. And they have a yard, so fuck it. She'll have been chattering probably back and forth with Aiden via text, and we'll finally eventually give him a time and an address and tell him to behave himself, god damn it. Not freak her folks out. Or tell anyone they're there, ever.
Yeah, eventually Taylor's folks will receive a knock on the door. Maybe Aiden with a bag, with his club hidden in it. He'll smiling, nice and friendly, and hello, the woman herself.
Oh yeah, Taylor will actually be there well in advance, probably having visited with her folks for a while, and insisted on sending them off to dinner or something to that effect, just because, well, Kitty doesn't want to NPC her parents because she's lazy. So she has insisted on sending her parents to dinner, albeit it took a lot of guilting and a lot of arguing, and finally she got them to take the damn money and go to dinner. And so yeah, she will actually be the one that opens the door, and of all things, she's just wearing her normal shit, like those ridiculous coveralls.
Taylor
pops a broad grin.
Leans against the doorway.
You ready for this shit?
You have me all to yourself? Quite playfully, as he's looking his bag over his back.
She grins and shakes her head a bit like, aw, you kind of thing. And she'll make room for him to come on in.
Yeah,
closing the door behind.
Does an occasional smirk over at her? Felix know you're doing that?
Yeah?
Good. I don't want him.
Dude, after what happened last time, I made sure it was cool.
That's Felix just getting his jimmies in a rustle. It'll be grand, I can handle it.
I mean, he's just really protective, okay? Like, I keep teasing him about, like, meeting more of you guys, but he seems really, really worried about it.
Shrugs. It's Felix. He was always like that.
Well, I mean, if y'all do how I think y'all do, I can kind of understand. Then again, she kind of loses a little side smirk. He doesn't know I kick ass. So
if it's not, I'm sure you do, I.
So come on, we're gonna do this thing. Got a yard. Come on. Back doors this way.
He'll follow, unzipping his bag, and she'll see this gigantic fucking war club.
She doesn't seem too upset about it, truth be told. He can just kind of drop the bag wherever. And, she'll lead him through the house. It's not some sprawling affair. It's probably expensive enough just for having even a small yard. So yeah, she'll lead him through the house, out the back door. And she's got a reasonably hefty little wooden practice blade set off to the side. Not like a boken, but definitely, proper sword shape. Actually, probably cost her a pretty penny because it's properly balanced and whatnot. And she's also got a little punch shield there. So essentially, it's something roughly, and don't stab me for making this likeness because, yes, it's referencing the doc. Roughly the size of a trash can lid. And rather than having the usual, like, hand grip and an arm strap behind it, it's just got, like, the handle. So she'll go head out the back door, close it behind them, and snag up the wooden blade and snag up the punch shield. Again, shooting him a bright grin. She seems pretty hype for some let's beat each other's
swagger.
face in.
Takes off his jacket very slowly, does a few test swings of the club, looks over at her. Really? Like looking at the shield with a smirk on his face.
What? Told you I was more suited to be a knight
I
than
just
you.
thought you were a bit. I thought you were just more fearless, without the shield.
Hey,
since you kick out so much, Taylor,
nothing wrong with being sensible.
swinging the club plate.
I got some sneaky suspicions about you guys. And she wobbles, just kind of wags the tip of the sword at him. Got some suspicions. Pretty sure we break easier than you.
Most do, yeah. Smirks.
So, having the proper equipment, part of strategy, part of a fight.
And how do I not know you're going to be doing your magical mumbo jumbo on me?
She kind of snorts. Look, first off, shame on you. Second off, my magic is for things, not people.
I don't know. I mean, I could do a few tricks that would, leave a bit on the up end.
Nope, no cheating.
See, that's what I was making sure of, Taylor. See, because I don't know you from Adam. You could be cheating already. Have stuff ready,
I could be, but I'm not. Because as I am aiming to prove here, I know how to compose myself for an honorable duel.
Good. I would expect nothing less. You'll see the smirk at her successfully, fixing his shoes and all that.
Yeah, she's mock offended. Just how dare, but not actually hyping out.
Well, then, are you ready?
Oh, fuck yes,
Smart,
I'm ready.
Right.
Stack up.
Yeah, you're ready as club in a fairly even stance. So I'm assuming initiative time, wherever we're set up.
Yes, let me do the thing. Oh, is Discord even open? What is my life right now? There it is. All right, let's see. We will go to... That is not what I wanted to do.
One looks clear.
That is going. So, extra dice roller 1.
Yeah, it looks clear.
Me pop myself over to Tay-Tay's sheet here.
Whoop.
Let's see. Oh, you bastard.
Speed.
Speed my ass. I got a higher modifier than you do. Well, very well, good sir. You get the first move.
Right. I'm gonna aim for the leg. So plus 2 diff, so that's diff 7 for me. My lovely club. That's 2 successes. 5 and 7.
And yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
2.
And actually,
Right.
before I forget everything ever, difficulty to hit her is currently 7.
I still get 2 successes.
That's cool. I'm just making sure I don't forget.
Actually, wait. No, I got 3. Never. Oh shit! Wait, I just one more dice. There you go. 4. Aiming right at that kneecap.
Damn. Takes 2.
Yep. So surges in, and he doesn't go for the shield or the body or anything. He just pops low and just hits it right in the kneecap, basically. Right knee.
And he will note that while he definitely makes a good hit, that bitch is wearing armor. Definitely the way that fucking that club clangs, there's definitely something between him and her knee besides fabric.
He raises an immediate armor, eh?
Told you, equipment's half the fucking strategy. And she like gleefully winds up.
Smirk, shrugs, doesn't give a shit. I know he knows his own soak rolls, the legendary soak rolls of Aiden Lynch.
Yeah, all right, so with 2, I'm at what, -1?
Mm-hmm.
Let me glance at my shit, and I'm gonna do dumb things because I don't give a damn. Because I can't fucking heal it, so.
Neither can I, I'm Muhammad.
Well, yeah, but you can fix that. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's definitely hype enough. She's going to be spending willpower for the wound penalties. So let's do this shit. Oh wait, before I forget, what is not that melee? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, so fucking be it. All right. Club's better weapon than the fucking sword is.
Add a girl 10 point.
For successes.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh wait. Wait just a moment. What is my specialty? Alas. I need to get my melee up one more. You lucky bastard. That is 5, sir. Soak it.
All right. Soak 3 of it. So yeah, you pop Aiden good, basic on the chest.
Oh yeah. And her style is definitely one of those things where she will she generally just kind of keeps the buckler, as it were, the punch shield, floated in front of her, and snakes for things like the shoulder, for up under the arm when it's extended, things like that. She definitely snakes for open points.
He just cracks his neck, he takes a good ginger shot in the shoulder, like, and he will spend the willpower because you know what, Aiden's going to earn this back in probably this scene because he's a mad bastard. That's why, and that is 1 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 5. No damage.
No damage? Oh, hot damn.
Yep.
Very well. Spending again because fuck the police. She is determined she's gonna whoop up on Aiden. That is 3 successes. Wrong numbers in the wrong places. Soak me 5 more.
Ouch. No. Ow. Ow. I think that gets me.
I think it does.
Yeah, that gets me. Yeah.
She waits for him to take the next swing and leaps in and just cracks him.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, she goes for it. She lunges. She hits him. Probably, all things considered, since it's a blunted weapon and he's going down, probably cracks him right across his fucking skull.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of immediately gives that yelp of "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah, he goes down. He's up after about a turn, and you just hear cracking of the neck and spitting out of blood.
Oh shit!
He's not angry. That was a good hit. Fuck.
Oh damn! I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Are all your parts still there? She's like kind of crouched, like not all up in his fucking space, but like obviously crouched in concern alongside him with his eyes open.
Smiles a bit. I'll be fine. Just do you have a room inside? Because I don't. We have a thing.
Oh yeah, go on in.
He just props himself up at the club, and sits there. Doesn't seem angry in the
Jesus.
slightest, and he'll walk into the nearest bathroom, shift up to Glabro, wait for a few minutes, let the damage heal, relax back down to Hamid, and he'll come out and he'll look completely fine.
And actually, let me see if this doc has anything about how long it takes to heal different kinds of damage.
This would be bashing, though.
Well, for you, I know. I know the rules for werewolves. I have no idea how long it takes a normal person to heal damage. It occurs to me. I will ask someone while we continue, I suppose.
He'll come out. Doesn't seem angry. That was a good hit. You fight well.
She kind of looks sheepish. Not ashamed of herself, just kind of like obviously feeling a little bad for cracking him right across the head. That she was going for the shoulder. She could have sworn. Okay, maybe she went for the head. Yeah, I mean
lean against the club and he smile actually quite warmly. Doesn't seem in the slightest phase that he lost.
She finally kind of makes with the crooked grin. I mean, this is kind of my thing. Not many people really, carry swords on the street and all, but yeah, this is what I do.
So he'll just nod. To be fair as well, there's a few things I could do as well, which means I'm faster. So, no, you had the edge over me. Smile quite nodding, If you're feeling really confident, I could, we could do this again and I could, use some of what I can do.
Yeah. You get to cheat, I get to cheat.
Yeah, sure. You actually look at her quite seriously.
Well, I mean, like, what kind of cheaty? Because I don't know what you can do. But I'm pretty sure if I cheat, you're not going to be able to hit me.
Basically, what I can do is just move faster. So you won't even be able to realize that I can hit you again and again.
So what?
And that's not turning into the big gigantic murder death machine.
Oh, what? You don't have to. Oh, that's right. Because I've caught Felix cheating at things before. So I guess you don't have to be all grr to do some of your stuff.
Yeah, no, you don't want me to do that because that could kill you.
I really don't want you to do that.
Plainly. And I would never hear the end of it from Felix.
Yeah. Yeah. And meanwhile, she's going to plunk down on her couch. So what I can do, if we're in a cheating mood, is I can do a couple things, and she kind of like raps on her thigh, and yeah, there's definitely something sewn into the coveralls. I can make this about twice as good as it is right now, which is still better than normal Kevlar, and can make it really hard to hit me. Really hard.
Nice. I mean, there's certain things we can do as well, certain abilities that we can make ourselves faster. For example, I can leap about, depending if I'm inclined, I can leap about 200 feet into the air.
That sounds completely ridiculous. I mean, I could
There's
do
no,
all sorts of crazy shit if I, decided on what I was doing, but like my canned tricks are kind of just those two. The rest of it's improv. And I'm not
things
good
you,
at improv.
with us, we get taught different things, just the way it is. You just nod.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I've no shame in losing. Where I'm from, if your person beats you in a fair fight, there's no shame in it. You can smile. I actually will smile warmly at her.
And strangely, this doesn't seem like some sort of foreign concept to her. She's, once she's sure that he's not like sour over it, she's getting more easy again, more relaxed, just generally chill. See, I can't even get people to take it well when it's not even real. Go figure.
I think it's because I train to fight every day. You used to get knocked out a few times. It's part of the cycle.
Well, yeah, I guess. But when it comes down to like the dually stuff, even when it's not real, people lose and they get all butt mad.
No, no, not me. Because to be perfectly honest, if this was a real fight, you will say quite grimly, yeah,
Oh, I'm not saying I think I could win. I'm just saying I think people would know what happened before it was over.
yeah. But this sort of stuff, it's good. Teaches me how to improve my guard more, watch out for a few things. So no, every fight's a lesson. And you say it quite, oddly, just, really happy that, he learned, basically, he seems.
I mean, seems kind of weird to offer, but if you want pointers,
Sure, you'll smile. And how's your hand to hand?
not as good.
Do you want to learn?
I kind of like don't even know how to throw a proper punch. I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, I can point a gun in the right direction and I can smack you with about anything, but like, I got to pick something up. Hitting with my
All
hand
right.
hurts.
You smirk. Would you like to learn how to fight with your hands? Because, your body is a weapon.
Not as much as yours is. Kind of points at him.
Smile at her. I learned to fight with my hands long before I became this.
Well, I guess you're just, a little firecracker. I'm really not the fist fight kind of person. If someone comes at me, I don't put up my dukes. I pick up a stool.
Yeah, but what happens if you need to get off someone? You're going to need to learn how to fight. It's not just kicking someone and fighting someone. It's learning how to do things. I mean, all very well getting a sword, but what happens if your sword gets caught and someone's running at you and you don't have a gun?
She proceeds to start the comical process of tugging things out of various pockets, which are all up and down her coveralls. So many fucking pockets. She produces a pair of sewing scissors. She produces a knife. She produces knitting needles, crochet hook. It's like, almost anything can go through an eye, man. Or skin with enough force. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, it's good to think of the basics. Kicking someone in the balls and then stabbing them in the eye is often the best method.
I I do like to have a thing between me and the other guy. You know, anything in my hands that gives me more range. Because, you know, you're not the tallest guy, but some of the people we fight are, and they got a reach advantage going on. I like not fighting fair.
Exactly. And brawling and kicking is not fighting fair. Using your advantage. For example, I tore out someone's throat with my teeth before I long became a werewolf, actually, just when I started. It was not to himself.
She just kind of looks at him like, the fuck?
What?
You just casually tore a guy's throat out with your teeth as a people?
Well, it was what I learned is it was probably that first time. So your blood gets,
You get
going.
heated.
And
But
probably was the reason I shifted. So yeah.
yeah, if I'm going for it with my teeth, I am way too far inside that guy's reach. I'm just saying.
So you can create distance using brawls as well. A good stern kick to the sternum pushes the guy back, which gives you his distance and time to recover.
Well, yeah, but so does like hitting him with a stool or a
Um,
chair or.
I think you're just scared of getting hit. Smirk at her.
She kind of grins and gestures. I'm trying to remember where he cracked her. Oh, he went straight for the knee, like gestures down to her leg. She's like, I'm just saying, I don't have that kind of gestures idly towards the bathroom. I don't have that. Once I'm hurt, I'm hurt.
That's why you got to use every weapon you have. And the scissors mightn't work as a good well-placed shot to the jaw.
Oh yeah, they work great. Practically a fucking knife, sharp as hell.
I'm sure they are. I'm just saying, people expect the unexpected, Taylor. That's what I learned.
I don't think most people expect you to pull a small armory out of your pockets. Or a sword out of your back.
I'm just saying, anyone with a blade, you immediately put down quickly. They're not
Hell
expecting
yeah.
you. Yeah. So what are they going to do when you pull the blade?
They're gonna lose.
Maybe, maybe not.
They've been losing so far. I'm gonna have to bet on them still losing because if we got to the point where I don't have the sword anymore, I'm kind of fucked.
And there you go. You're at a disadvantage.
That's what she starts tucking the things back into her pockets. That's why there's backup knife. Good old trusty shove someone in the throat backup knife. Ugh.
Any of the fighters among will tell you it's good to have every avenue covered. Lean
Yeah.
against the wall.
But what if I was just really, really good at stabbing people?
And then you'd be really good at stabbing people, but then if really good at stabbing people meant you lose your things, well then Mrs. really good at stabbing people wouldn't be so good anymore, would she?
Well, yeah, but if I get disarmed or am somehow disarmed, it probably means I've already been taken in, which probably means I'm fucked because Agent Smith is an asshole and he's going to reprogram my brain and turn me into a clone or something. It sucks.
Like I said, it's good to use every method. Fighting is fighting. That's why Felix loses against me when we brawl properly, fist to fist. He's very good with guns, but not good up close.
Eh. At least mine allows for a little bit of adaptability. Come on.
And not. We don't have to wear armor. You'll smirk.
Yeah, well, you just magically fucking vroom yourself back to full health, and that's great, but my knee hurts.
Good. Remember to keep your guard up then. And smirk.
Oh. Looky here, you. I did good enough.
No, I'm not saying you did. You hit me a good solid shot in the face. It was good. I'm impressed.
So about this night title bullshit. Come on, man.
Shrug. It's not up to me. I don't think I even am one. I think it's just mainly Felix.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a way to do this thing. I can't go into the upside down anymore, but...
They live in the upside down.
So
He'll smirk at her.
lame. So
They live in it.
lame.
I know, it's lame, but hey, it's the way it is.
You know how many years I worked on this to be a knight in a game?
You should bring me to one of them. I'll have a right laugh.
Like narrows her eyes a little at him.
What? A bunch of people beating the shit out of each other. What's not to like?
It's you know it's a game, right? Like
Yeah, it's a game.
she wanders through the house a little bit, like actually goes to one of the like what's probably just a coat closet, rifles around, and pulls out a boffer sword and just kind of hefts it to him.
He catches it and stares at it. That's why they boot people with it.
Yeah. And he'll note that this thing is extremely lightweight. Like
Yeah.
really lightweight. And between the core being who knows what, it's actually kite spar, but it's some sort of lightweight material. And the fact that there's a decent amount of padding, not enough to make it look like really huge and gangly, but definitely enough that one could take a strike without hurting anyone. But she kind of gestures to it. She's like, you realize if you swing full force at that thing, you'd break it, right? I got good gear.
So, like, how hard would I have to hit somebody for them to feel pain with this thing?
Like in the game, you just have to touch them.
No, like, actually, how hard would I need to swing? You just, study it.
Like to actually hurt someone? Probably really fucking hard. But that's not the point.
Nods once. Like, I understand.
Like, seriously, if you hit someone hard enough to really hurt them, you probably just broke my goddamn rep.
What, rep? Don't you like fight each other and shit? You like walk over?
Yeah, she snags it from him, and especially with something so much lighter than an actual sword, she just kind of shifts her position a little bit to one sword guy. Essentially more of a fencing kind of position where she's got a streamline going on. And she will treat him to a flurry of like these incredibly light but incredibly rapid taps. Like, and again, same sort of pattern where it's like knee, shoulder, toe, and back around, like up and down the body. But it's like every time she pulls back a full 90 degrees before swinging again. And it's a completely different thing than what she was doing a moment ago. I mean, it's the same general style, but
it raises a curious eyebrow at her. What was that?
So if you think about it, this is a game. Every tap, every time I land on you and you don't block it, I do the damage. I don't have to hurt you. I get the points. And if you only have 10 HP and I'm swinging for 2 damage, it only took 5 of those to drop you.
So, this is not. So if I punch a fellow in the face, will I get kicked out?
Oh my god, yes! You don't punch people.
But I dropped his HP.
No, you didn't. You dropped the player. It's not a viable tactic.
It's not. But then it's not a fight, though.
It's not supposed to be a real fight. It's supposed to be a game.
But why play real fighting when you can actually go and fight or train to actually fight?
Because most people don't want to actually put their lives at risk. They just want to play a fantasy game.
It's not. Never had much time for that when I was younger.
Well, you were apparently ripping people's throats out with your teeth. I could see why you wouldn't find the time.
That was before. That was just as I was turning into one of the gestures of himself.
When's that?
I was about 18.
Oh, Jesus. Well, then why weren't you any fun before that? She gives him a light poke with the rep.
I was more interested in cars.
Ah, you're such a boy.
I can rebuild a car and take it apart and rebuild it again and drive it around the place like a madman. Can you do that?
Boy.
He'd like fold his arms like looking quite indignant, like, such a boy, you know what I mean?
She ponders the question for a moment. Miss Katie looks at her fucking sheet again. Like, maybe? With diagrams?
Maybe. Well, I can do it blindfolded. Pokes a finger at her.
Bitch, I can make a sword. I made this armor.
Well, that's good for you. I can make like battle cars and stuff if I want to, I could.
If you want to, and then you get pulled off the street.
I
Meanwhile, I'm
wouldn't.
trotting around in fucking armor, and ain't nobody
You're just
knows
jealous.
it.
You're just jealous because you don't have the skills as
I'm
I do, Taylor.
jealous.
Of
I'm
course.
jealous.
Uh-huh.
I made magic armor, motherfucker.
I am magic armor, motherfucker. Smirk. You know
That's
what I
not
mean?
an achievement. That's just a status.
Like I said, you pull up his shirt and there are all these bullet wounds and all that.
Yeah, we've seen. Look, I've seen the contest. You're both very pretty and covered in bullet holes.
But like I said, I don't need armor.
That's great for you. But what if you had it? Stuff that wouldn't like constrict your movement.
I wouldn't wear it.
Why?
Cause
Do you not like living?
no, I do. But my people leave from the front. We're on the front line. We don't wear armor.
That's when you wear the most armor.
Smirk at her. He won't understand, Taylor, unfortunately.
Probably not. So, she ponders for a second. Look over at wherever he leaned the club. So what if I told you that if you let me get a hold of that thing, I could weigh it so you'd swing more accurately and do more damage?
He kick up the club into my arms. You're going to play with my girl, are you?
Are you about to make this weird? It seems like you're already making it weird.
What? Darcy has many things wrong with her. Smirk as he flips it, catches it. Realizes he just said that out loud and pauses and looks at her.
She's like trying to decide whether she's supposed to be like, did he mean to do that? Is she supposed to be annoyed, or was that just, oh no, look at his face. He just realized what he said. She that dawning realization on his face finally makes her laugh.
I may have named my club Darcy.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
No, it's whatever. You know, he kind of rubs his head awkwardly.
You dork.
I'm not a dork.
You're a dork.
How the fuck am I a dork?
You named your club after your girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of rub his head awkwardly again. Making sure the pocket with his wedding ring, his hand with his wedding ring in it is firmly in, basically.
Oh yeah, she's not. I mean, honestly, if she spots a ring, she's just going to assume it's the one.
Oh yeah, no, he's just
Darcy. So
Aiden's just being an idiot. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, she's not thinking anything of it. She's just kind of mischievously grinning. You know, most people give them crazy ass, like intimidating names, and you named yours Darcy.
Yeah, well, she's my dirty girl, isn't she? He flips the club again.
Oh, come on!
What?
Oh, you're fucking ridiculous.
What she is? She gets all bloody, you know, gets all excited. Mm.
You know, if that makes you happy, I'm gonna let that one go. I'm just gonna let it go. It's free to do its own thing, far away from my notice.
He'll lean back against the wall, put the club on the table, and look at her. He never told you what we're doing, did he?
Huh?
Felix.
What do you mean what you're doing?
What he's involved in and what I'm involved in.
You're doing your werewolf job. I don't know.
It's not.
Kind of like how I'm doing my crazy wizard job.
He didn't tell you were fighting a war then.
I mean, I figure if we have enemies, you have enemies. Kind of makes sense.
Nods. Yeah.
Ours is just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I saw something. I saw one of them. That's how I met Felix.
Big freaky look. Big freaky looking motherfucker, I bet.
I mean, they were later.
Yeah, it's not.
But, so when I look at you guys, like really look, you look a certain way. And I looked at someone else, and they looked a similar kind of way, except it was like black threads.
Yeah, they're the bad guys.
Yeah, I noticed. They got, summarily murdered, and then they set a stage on fire, because apparently you guys just set shit on fire.
Best way to clean up after yourself?
I guess if you don't mind potentially burning down the city
It's just fire.
or have any regard for human life.
In a way, we care for our own. Casualties will happen, Taylor.
Yeah, that's cute to say, but I don't kill people that aren't out to get me.
You look at her quite seriously. I'm not being cute about it. We lose a lot of people every day. Has he told you that we've lost people? Has he actually talked to you about that? You kind of lean forward, actually quite curious.
She gets a little more guarded. Kind of, she's also like she's probably flopped back on the couch by now, but she's kind of got the arms not straight crossed across her chest, but kind of crossed over her middle. A little more guarded posture and expression. He's told me some. He's told me what he needs to tell me.
Nod.
There's a lot
You
of
should
shit I
talk.
can't tell him. It's only fair.
Oh, I know. Darcy's the same way. It's just we're all very good at bottling it, especially Felix. So my advice,
Yeah, I saw that.
and he'll nod. My advice would be just to ask him because I know he lost someone recently.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little about it.
He just nod. Felix carries a lot of demons in him. He's a good man, but a lot of his mistakes he pays for himself.
So, tell me something. Like, I know
Mhm.
you and him are friends, and you're hot-headed as shit, but you guys still get along. Does he really not have any other friends in, at werewolf work?
He does, but some of us, if they knew that I was sitting here talking to you, you'd be dead.
Why?
I'll put it this way. Some of your folk would like just nothing more to kill us, and have done in the past, and have threatened where we live. So we take a very aggressive stance against them. There's a long history.
She knits her brow. Well, long history's great and all, but, like, recently?
We've encountered things before. And when we do, when we're threatened, we take no prisoners.
Okay, but people like me.
People in my camp tend to have a all or nothing policy. It's a bit backward eye, but with all that's happened, it's understandable.
You guys are bad at all or nothing. One of you's married one of us, one of you's dating us. You're bad at
And
this.
none of them know.
Like, really? None of them?
Shit. One that I trust knows.
What
And
about
she won't.
that big Viking guy with the beard?
That's different. He's the liaison, if you get me.
So he's still around? The guy that sounds like he's from Minnesota?
Depends on which Viking guy you're talking about.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I only saw him at the wedding. Like, she like, kind of stands up and, like, puts a hand up. It's like, about this high, had, like, big old beard, a lot of
He'll give her
tattoos.
he'll give her a actually very genuine smile. There's a lot of people I know like that.
Uh, kind of almost mohawky, like undercut at least.
Again, a lot of people I know like that from that crowd. Even the women, he'll nod.
Oh, come on, it's a guy.
Yeah, but a lot of people, a lot of their folk dress like that and act like that.
They all sound like they're from Minnesota, like all of them.
No, they're from Norway, Sweden, Denmark. Well,
Well, yeah, but I mean, it didn't sound like Norway and Sweden and Denmark. It sounded like Minnesota.
Minnesota? He'll kind of raise an eyebrow at her. Wait a minute.
Like Bobby's World, like the mom, like Minnesota.
you see a dawn of recognition on his face because he
Who
was there. I think I might have heard of the fella. Yeah,
that guy? He
never
met
met
me?
him. I
Oh
never met him, but
shit.
I've heard of him.
He knew lots of us.
There was one I know. I found out. Well, there's one I know that was very close. From what I heard you and Felix over saying,
Which one?
Garrett.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I met him too, like once.
It was not.
Fucking like Captain Frowny Face. Even at his own wedding.
Yeah.
Happy for a couple minutes. You know, just to shake
Did
things
some
up, I guess.
did something happen to his wife? He'll raise a curious eyebrow.
She kind of grimaces. I try not to assume. But considering what happened with Abraham, yeah, probably.
That explains when I last saw him the way he was then.
Yeah, I mean, she was in deep with the vampires. Like, they went after her family.
Yeah, she'll see the registered hiss on Aiden's face.
Like, it was bad, man. We managed to
Yeah,
get her sister back,
yeah.
but she went to, I guess, set things straight, even the score, take out the problem. And, I mean, were you here when Abraham got all big and fire breathy and shit? It was like,
Heard about that.
yeah, that was tied to her. He was like her companion. I
Yeah,
mean, if you want to use like old timey language, like her familiar.
we're just not. Explains Garrett why Garrett was the way he was then.
Yeah.
He'll smile softly. Sadly.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, say again?
It smiles softly and sadly, actually, when well, I talk about Garrett and all that.
Yeah. Sometimes shit goes bad.
Oh, I know.
Like I don't know what you guys are up against, except, that it's it's fucked up. I watched the
He'll
one
nod.
fight at the concert.
He'll nod.
But with us, like, did you see The Matrix?
Yeah.
So Agent Smith. That's what I call them.
Really?
It's
Raise
the
the eyebrow.
easiest thing to say. It's everything you know about Agent Smith. There's a million of them. They're all linked together with earbuds and technology, and they
Shit.
will swarm out and they will do some fucked up shit.
Jesus. Well,
And
that's
then of
pretty
course
messed
you've
up.
got the people like us that are trying to end the world or something. I really don't get it.
Raises an immediate eyebrow. And the world, eh?
I mean, don't you have like enemies that are like fuck it and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got our flavor of that. I've only ever really like gotten a good look at one, and she's gone.
Just nod.
And well, you know what vampires are?
I do, yeah.
Practically arched your fucking back like a cat. Jesus.
I kill him on sight, Taylor.
It seems like the smart thing to do. I really have yet to hear any redeeming features. All I know is that if someone's like, a 10 out of 10 and flirting with me at a bar, they probably want to eat my people juice.
Yeah. Do say firmly. Like I said, our policy in leeches is zero tolerance.
Seems like a good policy. And she kind
Or
of trails off as she's saying that and gets a bit thoughtful.
Karina said something wrong.
No, not wrong, just weird.
Mage shite, I'm assuming. It'll raise a small eyebrow.
Yeah, wizard shit. Just didn't go the way I expected it to, I guess.
Not. And I suppose you can't tell me.
It seems less than tactically sound, but to be fair, the way we did it was probably the good idea because we would have lost. We'd just gone for a fight. So, yeah. I mean, it worked out. Everyone's whole.
All right, then. Sometimes you gotta make hard decisions that people won't like.
Yeah. It seems to be a thing. So yeah. Well, shit. Would they really kill me? Like, if they knew?
Nods. Are you and Felix serious? He'll say very calmly.
She turns a faint shade of pink because they had this conversation all of a day or two ago.
Like, are you two like, proper serious boyfriend and girlfriend? Like,
Yeah, it seems that way.
then I understand why he's not telling anyone about you.
But I've
Because
met others and it wasn't a problem. Like when we had the tree and could go to the upside down.
right now, everyone is on high alert. And some of us don't take kindly to it. And I know some that would rip you to pieces in the blink of an eye. And neither Felix nor I could stop them.
Jesus. Like, can they really, like, I mean, okay. So we can see sometimes. Like if we look right. If I looked right, I could pick you guys out of a crowd. But I don't just do that all day, every day.
There are some of us can tell when you're lying and are specialized in that area.
Huh. Give me a second again. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, some of them can specialize in lying and sussing out people. It's their job, as well as some of us can sense things.
Like if I'm not even doing anything? Like if I'm just being people?
Sometimes from what I hear.
It's fucked up. What if I
Sure,
just wanted to fucking go on a walk? Like people walk through the park all day. It's a tourist trap.
you can walk through the park, but there are certain places you can't go, especially at night.
Why would I
And I
do
wouldn't,
that?
and I wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, stay away from the park, Taylor.
I mean, I do. I do. Like, we know. But we don't go there. We don't want to, like, piss people off. But still. Like, I know that you say if we're serious, then it makes sense. But to me, getting serious means meeting each other's families.
Did he tell you what happened in Chicago, what we saw?
No.
He saw one of us getting punished for consorting in a romantic way with one of yours.
What do you mean punished?
He'd just leave it up in the air. It was bad.
Shit.
So that's why we don't tell you a lot. That's why we try to keep our mouth shut as best as we can. You know the basics, but you won't know everything. I can understand what he's doing. It's why I'm keeping her safe.
Shit.
I'm sure there's some people that are like that about us as well.
I mean, you know we went to Prague, right?
You went to Prague.
Yeah, we took Felix.
He leans forward. Did you know?
Like, gives him the fucking stink eye. What?
He didn't tell us that.
Dude, we needed to go and we needed to find some information. And, well, my
In fact,
friends trust my judgment.
he's never mentioned that at all.
Well, it was wizard shit.
Wizard shit involving a werewolf.
Look, man, you guys have a skill set we don't called turn into a murder machine. And we didn't know what we were going to find over there.
So why hasn't he told us what's going on?
Because it was wizard shit.
I see. Wizard shit. It is not.
Are you guys, like, planning to tell us everything? About all the shit you get into?
Like I said, if it's affecting us, and then what?
It's not. It's not about you guys and us guys. It's just we needed to go do a thing. We didn't know what we were walking into. Felix was willing to come, help keep us safe, keep an eye out.
I see. It is not.
Oh my god! Please don't spread that around, and don't get mad at him.
If I spread that around, he's dead.
He just went to keep me safe, okay?
Like I said, Taylor, if I spread that around, Felix is dead. Particularly if he didn't tell anybody.
Doesn't that seem a little fucking extreme?
There's a set of rules.
A set of rules? Die if you don't tell people you went on vacation?
That he's consorting and doing work with Karen Drainers.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You know the way you have your magic?
Yeah.
You know the way you want to get more?
No, not really.
Well,
I'm not all about sucking up everything within a mile radius.
That's what some of your people did.
Could.
That's what some of your people did to our places. Putting his hands up, magic. And killed it.
Well, they weren't us.
That's our problem with us. We don't forget things like that. And we hold on to it. It's what motivates us half the time.
Like, you realize we're not some, like, big, like, you guys seem to be really organized and have, like, histories and teachers. Everything I know how to do, I've figured out myself.
And that's what makes you so dangerous, because you're unpredictable.
I can't do much, Aiden.
And there are some of you that probably can.
Yeah, there are. And I keep them far away from you guys.
And I keep the ones that can do a lot more than me far away from your people.
Still. It seems harsh.
It is. We don't live long. I'll be lucky to make my 30s.
Jesus. That's pretty fucking bleak.
We're fighting a war.
You're not talking in the kind of metaphorical sense.
No.
Like day in, day out war.
Yep.
Well, shit.
They tell you the killing gets easier. Not. But look in Felix's eyes and you'll see what I'm on about.
Look, man, they tell me the same thing. I'm still not okay with the shit I've done. I'm not proud of it. I mean, I had to do it to live, but...
It's different for us.
I bet it is. I've only
Just looking.
killed like, and she takes off for a second. It doesn't even fill one hand, and that's
Actually,
because they were trying to kill me.
just look in his eyes, Taylor, and you'll see it.
I do see it.
Good. It means you're aware, and he needs that.
She finally like bows forward a bit and rubs her hair, like just rifles it. God. You know how hard it is to play fucking support when you don't know what's going on?
All too well.
Yeah, I guess you would. Shit.
Smiles a sad smile. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know all about that, Taylor. Don't worry.
She'll mull for a moment and then kind of cast a not worried. What's the word I want? Cast some kind of a sympathetic glance. Hands still kind of like in her hair. She doing okay?
No. No, she's not. And it's getting harder and harder for me to see her with everything going on, and I know I'm just taking time away. And I've had to make sacrifices.
I mean, you're fighting a war. It's better that you're there even sometimes than not for her to not have anyone there. Ever.
Like I said, she's getting worse, and it's only a matter of time.
Oh yeah, her face drops. It's fucked up.
I know. For all my strength and all her magic, we're both completely powerless.
Just seems unfair. I know two people, two Aiden. I know two people who can fix us. I watched one of them regrow someone's hand. So why can't we fix that?
Something one of the healers of my people said that sometimes it's spread too far, and healing it will only cause more pain.
It's still not fair. You think with all the stupid shit we could do, could at least do that.
He'll gently put his club in his bag and look up at her. From what I've learned in my life, nothing is fair, Taylor.
It really fucking isn't.
So make sure you stick around for Felix's sake.
Where am I gonna go?
Because I'll tell you this, I can take it. And he will lie. Of course he will. Because he wouldn't be Aiden if that goddamn overconfident fucking merit. Here's Aiden's amazing lying pool without his bloody pure breed. Failed.
She lets him finish.
Because I can take it. I'll manage.
I mean, I know she got tense last time. Felix and I had talked about some heavy shit. But if you need us, we're there. Hell, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here.
I'm
Shit's
fine.
fucked up.
I'm fine.
Look, man, you're a werewolf, but you still feel things. I'm not saying you're a crybaby, and I'm not saying you'll need it. I'm just saying if you do, you know where I stay, man.
Why do you think I came over to you and Felix's?
Yeah, that's why I yelled at him.
He just smiled again, gently, sadly. It's fine, Taylor. You don't have to worry about me.
Yeah, I know. You're super badass. She'll go ahead and ease herself up, kind of pick up her leg to test the knee. It's feeling better. And she'll amble over. She'll give the poor guy a hug because that shit is rough.
Yeah, he'll hug her, give her a slight squeeze. She'll get the impression, yeah, he's not coping at all. But
Yep.
he's trying to flimsily trying to keep it together, basically.
And she's gonna do that thing where you hug someone and you give him a squeeze, and then you just kind of until he makes a point of disengaging, she's just gonna kind of hold him up.
He doesn't disengage for a while. Again, she can tell he's not used to being cared for, so he kind of lets it happen.
Yeah, she'll hold on to him. Just because, goddamn. And when she will finally go ahead and loosen up a little, she kind of, does that thing where you kind of duck your head around to where, I'm gonna look you in the eyes when I say this. Seriously, man. You know where I stay, and even if I'm not there, you call me, okay?
I'll nod.
We go through some fucked up shit. It's not right to not have someone to cry on.
He'll smile a bit and look at her. I'm used to being on my own with this, Taylor. This isn't the first time I've watched someone I love die.
Well, maybe you should get used to not being on your own then.
Trying, he says gently. Like you can tell he's getting used to not being on his own. It's very foreign to him.
Like, your people may feel ways. Taught me shit. No one's taught me anything bad about you guys. All I know about you is what little bit you guys tell me. And at least so far, well, you and Felix aren't assholes. So you deserve to have a friend.
It's not. I'm not used to having friends.
Well, you'll have to get used to it because I'm not going anywhere.
Don't. It won't be just Felix that misses you and smirk as he's standing up.
And she'll give him a cheeky grin and go ahead and let him go.
Yeah, and you look back and wave, and walk, head out basically.
Yep. She'll at least walk as far as to, like, politely open the door like you do when you have guests over. Rematch. Just saying. Cheater mode. But we're going to have to find a more hidden place to do that shit.
I'll leave that to you then. Taylor
Thanks.
resumes his obnoxiously confident swagger, basically.
Uh-huh. Thanks, buddy. No problem. I'll just make a danger room and fuck. God damn it. Yeah. Later, man.
He'd wink as he's walking off, basically swaggering away with a unnatural arrogance to him.
She does the whole thing, the head shake, the eye roll, like, this fucking guy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, sure, Taylor. Just find a place. No big deal. Just super secret where no one will see us doing wackadoo fucking magic shit. And she's, like, closing the door, ambling back in, putting her boffer away, retrieving her practice gear. And with that, I think it is safe to say thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. And we'll see you next time in Living World of Darkness. Rage Across the Street Magic.